In this video, we're going to show you how to install the ABS speed sensor on your Kia Sorento located behind your front wheels. Using a 21mm socket, go ahead and loosen and remove your lug nuts. Go ahead and grab that wheel, remove it, and set it aside. With the wheel removed, I'm going to go ahead and locate your ABS wire right here, and it comes down to the front side of the knuckle itself. And it's held in place by a 10mm bolt. We're going to go ahead and use our 10mm socket and our ratchet. We're going to go ahead, loosen, and remove this bolt. Always a good idea to go ahead and spray this down with some rust penetrant before tackling this here. And if you follow the wire up to right here to the bracket, you want to go ahead and pop this out. You don't want to pull the wire. You want to go ahead and maybe gently grab on the upper and lower portion, give it a twist and roll that out. Now you can come back here and we'll go ahead and remove this here. Now it's usually a pretty good practice to go ahead and grab a pair of pliers like this here. Gently grab this and you want to go ahead and twist this a little bit if you can. Kind of rock it. There we go. And we're able to pull that out. And follow the wire up here. There's a bracket. The bracket itself is held in place by a 10mm. And go ahead and use your ratchet. You can use an impact driver, whatever you want. To go ahead, loosen and remove this. Now just above that, there's a retainer. And our retainer had popped out. It normally goes right inside here, or as it was hanging out. And the wire itself goes up top. There's gonna be another plastic retainer, one of these here, that's located just above the lip here. And if you follow up, there's gonna be a connector up on the top. We need to access that. Now I'm using a mirror right here to show you where that wire harness goes up to. If you grab the fender liner and gently pull it down, it exposes the wire and the connector up underneath the lip. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reach up and I'm going to disconnect the connector right here. There's just a little pinch tab on there. And I'm going to separate that right where that red wire or that red wrap on that wire goes into. I'm gonna pull that apart. I'm just gonna use my trim tool here. Go ahead and pop that little retainer out. Now if you want to, you can remove the fender liner itself. So right here is a little button that you push in on to release that. So it has a little lock tab on there. So that'll release, slide that back and press that button and this harness pops off. Now on the original harness here, it has this little collar. We're simply going to slide that off and we're going to install it onto the new unit. Go ahead and discard the old sensor. Now we just need to take this unit, we're gonna feed it up and engage it into the body harness itself. Now before installing the connector on the top, I'm gonna go ahead and install my bracket. The reason why I'm doing this here is that it's gonna make it easier for me to install that up top without having all this weight dangling and bouncing all around. So this will support the back section, and all I have to worry about is just holding that upper portion of the wire harness. Go ahead and snug that down gently. I'm going to take my wire harness, just kind of spin it around and kind of line things up, make sure that it's not all bound up and make sure it just kind of falls into place. Before I press these in, I'm going to go ahead and connect my harness up top. I'm going to go ahead and pull this down. Feed that harness up inside there. Now when you press it in, you're going to feel it and hear it click into place. And take your harness here and press your retainer in. Do the same for this one here into that hole. And then we'll get our last one here popped in right here. With all this secured, we can now go ahead and come down here. Go ahead and take the sensor end, line this up, insert that, kind of wiggle that down into position. You want to make sure that it's fully seated. Go ahead and install that bolt. I want to go ahead and snug that down. And once that bottoms out, just give it a little bit more. You don't want to make it super tight. You just want to snug that down pretty good. And then you follow back up. Final little step right here is to go ahead and install the rubber grommet on the bracket on the strut. Go ahead and use your thumb and just gently work that into place. Now our sensor is installed. You want to go ahead and install your wheel. Don't forget to go ahead and clear that code on your dash using your scan tool. At that point there, you can go for a road test. Go ahead and grab that wheel, line it up onto those wheel studs. Let's go ahead and get our lug nuts started. Now once we get all of these started, we're going to come back and snug them all down. Let's go ahead and torque down our lug nuts to 75 foot-pounds. You want to do this in a crisscross pattern. And you're all set.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.